this song is going out and reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters right across the world, you know. Hebrew Israelites, especially my brothers and sisters in Libya where I suffer, but nobody now said nothing about it. But we have to talk, you know. Fight against injustice. Whoa, 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 yeah. Yeah. Goes like this. We've had a lot of heartaches and pains. We've been through the struggles, the stress and strains. Still not give up. We are stand up and fight till Yeshua comes. For all the fallen soldiers, rest in peace on the other side. Cause one day in the other life, we will meet again. Them kill you off and believe them win, but them not know the fight just begin. Cause I see all of your suffering, and that's why he caused me to sing. He said, oh, oh, hold on, Hebrew soldiers, yeah. Me know the battle kinda tough, but you bound to win. So never give up.
Shalom, shalom family, blessings, and welcome to another broadcast of the Search Engine International. And I'm your host tonight, Brother and Elder Rawchaa of the Gathering of Christ Church. Joining in shortly will be Elder Lawya, followed by Elder Rawchaa. And we're gonna have a nice showing for you this evening. We're dealing with the album release of Rise of the Remnant. We've been talking about it now for a few weeks. A lot of you are familiar with the track Higher I Worship You by Brother Rasha, Yasha Allah. So the album is here and we're going to be talking about it, plus a bit of... Hello, Lawya, you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, nice and clearly. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear, man. Blessings, Elder Lawya. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm blessed. All praises to the Most High. I'm doing well.
All right, so let's get right into it. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor to the Most High, Ahaya, Bahasham Yeshai, for giving us another opportunity to come before you this Wednesday with another edition of Blog Talk Radio. And believe it or not, tonight we have a special edition. Even though all of the episodes we do, anytime the Most High allows us to come before you, whether it be a class, whether it be a radio show, whether it be the academy or what have you, it's always special. It's always a blessing. But tonight we have a special edition, since tonight we will be doing a bit of a support, a promotion, a celebration of a new album release of our brother. Some of you may have heard his music on YouTube, Brother Rasha, Yasha Allah. He's going to be on this evening. We're going to sit down and listen to some of the music that he released from his new album. Gaj, if you can go ahead and give us the title of the album. Gaj, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, repeat that, please.
Yeah, if you could just go ahead and give us the title of the album of Brother Rasha that we're going to review tonight, and we're going to play a few tracks for the brothers and sisters, but just go ahead and give them the title of the album. All
right, my nice one. All right, the title of the album is Rise of the Remnant. All right, and it's an album that was made a couple months ago. As everybody knows, there was a title track that went out, Higher I Worship You, and that song was a very big hit, or is still a big hit throughout the Hebrew community. And this is just a follow-up album to the track. And the title track, as it states, is Rise of the Remnant. All right, really good album, and it's available. It's available right now for download on Amazon, Google, and so on. You wouldn't know, but we'll mention that later on as the show progresses. Trying to just get Brother Rasha to come in online live with us right now. We can talk with him. We can also take some calls as well. Elder Lawya, if that's okay with you. Reminding the listeners of the numbers to call 646-200-4309. That is 646-200-4309. 309. All right, and you're listening to the Search Engine International. I think Elder Rawchaa might come in a little bit later. It's been a while since I've been at the controls here, so bear with me, everybody. I feel a bit rusty. All right, but I'll get back into it in a few. All right, and what else I wanted to mention again? There's something else there, but when I remember, I'll mention that one. So yes, the album, the title of the album is Rise of the Remnant. All right, and let me find a track right now on it that I think everyone is familiar with. All right, and then we can play that, and we can take it from there, and we can take some calls as well and talk to the people. All right, this tonight's broadcast won't be an overly long one, but we'll try and make it as impactful as the Spirit allows it to be. All right, get it here. All right, so without any further ado, this is, like I said, the main track that a lot of people recognize Brother Rasha for, and it was this one here. Elder Lawya, in true Benjamite fashion, we have to take it again from the TOP, right? So, just joining us right now. You're listening to the Search Engine International special broadcast tonight, the release or the promotion release of the album by Rawchaa, Rise of the Remnant. And this is one of the lead tracks on the album called Ahaya, I Worship You. We're going to take it back again from the TOP. Yeah, you're listening to the Search Engine International with Elders Lawya and GOCC. So spread the word, let everybody know that we're live, all right? And come listen to some good music, okay?
All praises be to Ahaya, Bahashem Yeshaya, Wadash Warawa. Father, you're worthy to be praised. All praises be to the Most High. And I sing my praise to you. I sing my praise. Even in the midst of my storm. When I don't see a way out, I lift my voice to you. I worship you. I worship you. And I sing my people called by your name to keep your commandments. And when they were in Egypt, you sent forth Moses to set them free. So I worship you. I worship you. And I sing my praise to you. I sing my when I don't see a way out, I lift my voice to you, Lord. I worship you. I worship you. And I sing my praise to you. I sing my praise. Even in the midst of my storm. When I don't see a way out, I lift my voice to you. You said in your commandments we should not serve no God besides you. You are a jealous God, so we should only bow before you. I know we have disobeyed. I know we have gone astray. But here I am on my knees. I'm begging you, have mercy on me, Lord. I worship you. I worship you. And I sing my praise to you. My praise. Even in the midst of my storm, when I don't see a way out, I lift my voice to you. I worship you. And I sing my praise to you. I sing my praise. Even in the midst of my storm, when I don't see a way out, I lift my voice to you, Lord, to you. Yeah, I'll keep your commandments. I'm following your will, Lord. Your will and your way I submit to you. Yeah.
All right. That's Ahaya, I Worship You. Elder Lawya, what's your thoughts on that track?
All right. Again, that's Ahaya, I Worship You from Brother Rasha, Yasha Allah. Again, that's a beautiful record. I mean, the first time I heard it, and we actually put it on the YouTube page, the favorite videos at A Gathering 144. And man, it was a breath of fresh air, so to speak. And I'm pretty sure some of you brothers and sisters will be excited to hear some of the other music that the brother has produced from his album. Before we sit down and listen to some of the tracks and get an opportunity to speak with Brother Rasha, Yasha Allah, I just want to go to a few things scripturally, because a few people may be asking themselves whether they be new, or some people may be wondering, why is it that we create music? Why is it that we produce music, listen to music, or in this case, promote music? Some people may be asking themselves, is it right to do so according to Scripture? And the answer is absolutely yes. So I just want to touch on that just in case anyone may be new, anyone may have any preconceived notions when it comes to music as it relates to spirituality in the Bible, so on and so forth. We're going to address that, and then afterwards we're going to open up with our interview as well as some of the tunes. Again, some of you brothers and sisters, I know I'm excited for some of you to hear some of the tracks. I had an opportunity to listen to the album, a beautiful production. So we're going to get into that in a few moments. But before we do so, let's just go through a few scriptures to confirm not only the concept, but also the usage of music in Scripture. Okay? Now, I know some people, when it comes to music in the Bible, like to associate it with Lucifer. We know that Lucifer in the heavens was a musician. It tells us in the book of Ezekiel, the 28th chapter, that when he was created, or that the pipes, the harps were in him in the day that he was created. And we know that pipes and harps are musical instruments. So many people may associate the two and say, well, if Lucifer was a musician, then why is it that we promote, listen to, and produce music? Well, number one, it is true that Lucifer, according to the Bible, was a musician, and that, believe it or not, many of us understand that a majority of the music that we hear promoted throughout the four corners of the earth is directly under the influence of Lucifer or Satan. We understand this. But we must also understand that though Lucifer was a great musician in the heavens, he is not the authority nor the creator of music. Remember, it tells us in the book of Ezekiel 28. In fact, let me read it here real quick, and then I'll get into a few other scriptures. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 28. And let's start here. I'm going to get straight to the point. This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse number 14. And it says here, "Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire." Who is it speaking of here? Lucifer, who is being personified as the prince or the king of Tyrus. Why? Because Lucifer or Satan was the demon or the spirit operating behind the power of the prince of Tyrus. So it says here, verse 15, "Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created." So we have to keep in mind that Lucifer was a created being. So a majority of the good things that Lucifer was magnified for, his beauty, his wisdom, all of these things could be attributed to the God who created Lucifer. He's not the creator of beauty. He's not the creator of the great jewels like the sardius, the topaz, the diamond, the beryl, so on and so forth that were found within his covering, nor was he the creator of the wisdom that he possessed. The Most High was the creator of it. Okay? So moving on here, it says in verse 16, "By the multitude," in fact, let me jump down here to get straight to the point. Let me get straight to the point here. Let me jump up a verse in verse number 13. That's the key point. "Thou hast been in Eden in the garden of God." Speaking about Lucifer, when he came as the serpent in the beginning, okay, to tempt Eve in the Garden of Eden. "Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created." So again, we see that these great attributes, the attribute of the tabret and the pipe, which again are musical instruments, we see that these things were prepared within Lucifer in the day that he was created. So again, he didn't create the music. He didn't create the instruments. The Most High created those things. But instead of using it to praise the Most High and give honor and glory to the Most High, Lucifer started to gain pride to eventually go against the Most High. Okay? Now, let's jump over to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 15, just dealing with a few examples of the usage of music throughout the Bible in righteousness. Because there is such thing as righteous music. Even though it's almost impossible to see an example of it in today's music industry, we know the music industry is ran by Satan himself. We know that according to Scripture, that there's a such thing as righteous music. And through broadcasts like this, as well as other mediums that you've seen throughout the years of the Gathering of Christ Church, in fact, we're just coming off the Passover, where many of you who were in attendance got the opportunity to see an example of righteous music, righteous performances. Okay? So going to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 15, it says, "And Saul said, they have brought," in fact, let me get here. That's 15. Let me get to 16 here in verse 15. "And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold, now an evil spirit from God troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to set or to seek out a man who is a cunning player on the harp. And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well." So we see an example of In the case of Saul, a spirit began to trouble him. Okay? Started to give Saul some level of dis-ease. So the counselors of Saul requested that a skillful man, a man who was skillful in music, be brought in to heal Saul. Through what? Through music, to show you the healing quality of righteous music. So jumping down, it says here, verse 18, it says, Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and playing, meaning he was very skillful. Okay? And a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, imprudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Most High is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took a donkey laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer. And Saul went to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. So again, we're seeing an example of how music has spiritual healing qualities. Speaking about righteous music. Jumping over to the book of Matthew 26, because some people may ask, well, how does this relate to Christ and the apostles? Was this changed during the time of Christ and the apostles when it comes to the perspective on music? Okay? Not to mention, concerning King David, he wrote the book of Psalms, which is a book of music, most of which the music is prophetic of Christ. So this is Christ and his apostles in the book of Matthew chapter 26, verse 30. And it tells us here, this is after they had sat with the Lord at the Last Supper, partaking in bread and wine, Christ revealing that one of his apostles would betray him. Okay? So this is what they did afterwards. Matthew 26, verse 30. And when they had sung an hymn, they went out unto the Mount of Olives. So yes, even Christ and his apostles sung hymns, sung music. Okay? One last scripture before we get into it. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 18. Of course, there's many other scriptures which deal with this topic, but we're just going to deal with a few before getting into some actual music. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 18. All right. You can write these scriptures down for future reference. Ephesians 5 and 18. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. So when it comes to the Bible tells us that we should not be filled with wine, okay, or be in the spirit of drunkenness, a spirit which is promulgated or promoted through the music industry, okay, drug use, drunkenness, being high, being inebriated, okay. These are all things promoted through the music industry. The Bible is against it. Okay? But here's the question. What does the Bible say about music, spiritual music? Verse 19. Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord Yeshua the Anointed. Okay? So, overall, the conclusion of the matter is that the Bible does speak about music, righteous music, for the healing of the soul, okay, for the healing and the refreshing of the spirit. And hopefully after tonight, you brothers and sisters will be refreshed in your spirits. So without further ado, let me pull in Elder Rawchaa here. One moment.
Yes, Elder.
All right, Elder God, you with me?
Can you hear me? Yes, sir. I'm here.
Nice and clearly.
And praise the Most High for them scripts, man. Praise the Most High. and I have a couple that I want to add, but I'll add them as we go on, if you don't mind. Yeah, I've got some here from in the Apocrypha, dealing also with music and
Absolutely.
the benefits of music. And the thing about it, Elder Lawya, I remember when I just came into the truth, when I just met Elder Rawchaa, and he was just finishing up the track to Zion. It seems like a very long time ago. You with me? And I remember just listening to the track, and wow, and even just coming into the truth, not really familiar, and listening to it, it was a good track. And there's just something about music that that it makes it gives you that that vibe, that righteous vibe, listening to good music. You understand? And it's hard for us in the truth right now to find music that uplifts the spirit. You understand that uplift uplift that the mind and take you out of the world of the nastiness that's going on. With some of the Luciferian music going on out there right now, So when the brothers them come with good music within the truth, I mean, I'm always one of the first ones to promote it and uplift it, because it's something that's needed. It's a ministry that's well needed within the church, and we have a lot of talent within Israel, a lot of talent within Israel, but I say that, and I'm gonna say this on the back of that, right? A lot of people within the church do music, but are how to put it? Not necessarily just let me just be straight with it. A lot of people doing music out there right now, and the music that they're doing is not to uplift the nation, but more to uplift themselves. You understand? And that spirit is not right. It's like the same spirit of being in the world. And people are bringing it now and say, okay, it's truth music. You understand, or that case. You understand, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be about you uplifting yourself with the music. It's for the people. You understand me? Just like how the truth comes out, just like how the elders come out and teach. The elders aren't teaching for self glory. The elders are teaching for the benefit of the people. You understand, and for the uplifting of the people. So. Whenever we're doing these things, I think that we have to be in that spirit of lifting up the people and doing it for the right reason. You understand me? Well, I'm just adding that to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? Now, a couple more tracks here I'm gonna play off the album here, and this one is it's called Coming Back, as the title of the album suggests. It's called Rise of the Remnant. All right, so it's the remnant of Israel coming back to the Most High. You understand? And check it out. Tell me what you think about it, Elder. Let's go without any further ado. And if you're just joining us right now, you are at the Search Engine International with Elders Lawya and yours truly, doing the album release of Rise of the Remnant by Rawchaa. I'm trying to get Brother Rasha to come in, but I think he's having problems on his end to get on the Skype, so I'm gonna hang on for there. I think Brother Rasha also is in the studios right now as well, assisting with the calls. The numbers to call is 646-200-4309. That is 646-200-4309. I hope the number is correct. I think a few weeks ago it changed. I hope we have the right one. All right. But anyways, without any further ado, here is Coming Back to the Most High.
Back to you, coming back to you. Back to you, coming back to you. Back to you.
I praise the feet of Ahaya, Mashami Shaya.
We have wandered far from you, serving the gods of wood and stone. Have corrupted our ways, most holy one, by disobeying your command, we were lost, but now we are coming back to you. From the east, north, south, and west, the 12 tribes of Israel, to keep your laws and commandments, we are coming back to you. From the east, north, south, and west, to be the prince and prince that you desire us to be. Mount Zion is where we belong. But Israel, we have forsaken the Most High. So He has placed us at the bottom and scattered us throughout every nation to be servants. Oh, but now we are going back to Him. From the east, north, south, and west, the 12 tribes of Israel, to keep the laws and commandments, we are coming back to you. From the east, north, south, and west, to be the prince and prince that you desire us to be. Coming back to me. Jeremiah chapter 3 verses 14. Turn, O backsliding children, against the Most High, for I am married unto you, and I will give one of a city, and the two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Oh, back to you. But now we are coming back to you. From the east, north, south, and west, the 12 tribes of Israel, to keep the laws and commandments, we are coming back to you. From the east, north, south, and to be the prince and prince that you desire us to be. Oh, but now we are coming back. Yeah. From the east, north, south, and west, desire us to be.
All right. Yes, Elder Lawya.
Hey, what can I say, man? Another big tune from the Brother Rasha, Allah, coming back to you. I mean, just sitting listening to the song, and some of the other songs that, you know, just in general, when it comes to the truth music, you know, as I'm listening, you know, it hit me, the scripture where it tells us, you know, we shall serve as a spectacle unto men and even unto the angels. And we know that word spectacle means theater or theatron in the Greek. So it's like as we are playing out this resurrection from this spiritual death on the world stage, so to speak, it's like we have a soundtrack to our resurrection, a soundtrack to our return to the Most High. Okay, coming back to you is like you know, is one of those songs just detailing not only the fact that we're rising, but also our fall and what it must take for us to rise again. So that's, man, another big tune, you know, from the Brother Rasha. Brothers and sisters, you can dial in, let us know what you think about the song. Elder Rawchaa, what's your take?
Man, you know what? Normally, when you have an album, right? When you get a group of songs, you know, man made the album and come out. Normally, within the album, you have this like disposable tracks within the album. Tracks that, you know, okay, it's all right. but that's, I'll skip that one and go to the next one, right? Now,
Right.
I'm
fillers.
finding it very hard. Yeah, fillers, yeah. I'm finding it hard, very hard, right? To skip the tracks, because each track has a vibe, has a mood, has a, it has something with it that is just, deep. You understand me? And
Yes.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it because I know the singer, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying it because it's true. I tell you what we've been doing with Brother Rash. And as a matter of fact, let me hold on for a minute, because he's here. He's trying to call in. So I'm gonna let him call in and talk and tell the people about the music. Better you hear it from the source. You understand me? But we've been street speaking. You understand me? And the brother been opening up on the streets before we start speaking, and people coming over. You understand? People coming over to the speaking and listening, and then we start to speak. You understand? And there's a crowd there, and people interested in the music out there who've never heard the Most High's name before. We're downtown Kingston, and the brother sings "I Worship You," and people coming up asking for a copy of the CD. They want to buy it. Now Jamaicans don't buy music, just so you know. All right? A culture of buying music like that. So there's something about the brother and the talent that the Most High have on this brother, and how we, how him go about, and putting. I mean, the music sells itself. It once you hear it, you're like, okay, what's this? You understand me? And each song, like, I can't find a filler song on the album.
Right, and if I could throw this in there, Elder Rawchaa. Of course, with any album, you're gonna have your favorites, right? Now, I'm pretty sure you have your favorites on the album. Okay, of course, I have my favorites, but the thing is, there's something on the album for everyone. Meaning the songs that you and I would enjoy. You understand?
Hello?
Or the ones that may stand out for others. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Sorry, I just got disconnected. Sorry about that, everyone. Yes.
Okay.
Where did you hear me last?
Yeah, I was just mentioning that with any album, you're going to have, everyone is going to have their favorite songs, right?
Fine.
Now, with this particular album, I'm pretty sure you have your favorites. I have my favorites. And I was mentioning that I'm pretty sure the brothers and sisters, when they get the album, or if they, with the songs that we play tonight, they're going to have their favorites that they gravitate to. In other words, there's a song on here for everyone, okay? Everyone to enjoy, a song with a message that's going to, on that day when you're down and out, when you're feeling like, you have no strength to continue, there's going to be a song on here for you to help you continue, okay? And again, as Elder Rawchaa mentioned, the brother is trying to call in right now. Let's see, Elder Rawchaa, is he with us?
No, he's not in with us. The number I was giving out for the Block Talk, it's actually a different number. So let me repeat it now for everyone. He's actually trying to call that number right now. Where am I? It's 515-605-9327. We need to get this change here off the dashboard. Let me repeat it again. It's 515-605-9329. Brother Rasha just messaged me saying he's listening now live. My brother, can you go ahead and call that number? It's you'd have to dial 1515-605-9327. As a matter of fact, hold on 1 second, Elder Boy. I got an idea here. Let's see if it will work. You can hear me, right?
Yep, nice and clearly.
I have an idea here. Let me see.
All right. And while we're waiting for him to come in, let's go ahead and play one more tune if we got another one loaded up.
All right. This one here, he sang this song here at the Passover, all right? And, you know, it was, yeah. Look, I mean, hey, listen to it for yourself, all right? Let's go over to the track.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is Rwanda. The stranger. Long. Check this. The way I see the world is turning now. It reminds me of Sodom and Gomorrah. Just because of vanity. I know Christians lose them integrity, but I don't bother them none at all. Me don't care how it hard, me a hold on. Me don't grudge none of them for the millions, cause little is much with God, so I can never ever live without Him. No matter how they want me doubt Him, He knows what is best for me, so I just got to trust Him. I can never ever live without Him. No matter how the time gets so hard, He shall supply all my needs out of His glorious riches. Yes, them say out of chaos comes order. Yeah, watch out for the one world order, brother. Yeah, we're heading to a Luciferian government. You soon start the Luciferian worshiping. If you don't get the mark, you cannot buy or sell. But if you choose to live with Christ, He will make a way. So make up your mind if it's life or death. But as for me, this is what I say. I can never ever live without Him.
Like I said, we have to take this one again from the top, all right? Brother Rasha Allah with the big track, all right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is Rwanda. The stranger. Long. Check this. The way I see the world is turning now. It reminds me of Sodom and Gomorrah. Just because of vanity. I know Christians lose them integrity, but I don't bother them none at all. Me don't care how it hard, me a hold on. Me don't grudge none of them for the millions, cause little is much with God, so I can never ever live without Him. No matter how they want me doubt Him, He knows what is best for me, so I just got to trust Him. I can never ever live without Him. No matter how the time gets so hard, He shall supply all my needs out of His glorious riches. Yes, them say out of chaos comes order. Yeah, watch out for the one world order, brother. Yeah, we're heading to a Luciferian government. You soon start the Luciferian worshiping. If you don't get the mark, you cannot buy or sell. But if you choose to live with Christ, He will make a way. So make up your mind if it's life or death. But as for me, this is what I say. I can never ever live without Him. No matter how they want me doubt Him, He knows what is best for me. So I just got to trust Him. I can never ever live without Him. No matter how the time gets so hard, He shall supply all my needs out of His glorious riches. Yeah. The way I see the world is turning now. It reminds me of Sodom and Gomorrah. Just because of vanity. Just because. I know Christians lose them integrity. Yeah. But I now follow them none at all. Me don't care how it hard, me a hold on. Me don't grudge none of them for the millions. The sickle is much with God, so I can never ever live without Him. No matter how they want me doubt Him, He knows what is best for me, so I just got to trust Him. I can never ever live without knows what is best for me, so I just got to trust him. I can never ever live without God. No matter how the time gets so hard, he shall supply all my needs out of his glorious riches, yeah.
All right. Elder Lawya, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, man. We have Brother Rasha with us in studio. Brother Rasha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Shalom.
Shalom, my brother. How you doing?
Shalom, brother.
I am doing great. Giving all praises to the Most High.
Yeah, man. I'm here with Elder Lawya, man. And we just, we played a couple of tracks. I don't know how much you heard of what we played.
Well, I heard a few of them.
Yeah. Well, my brother.
All right.
This is the rise of the rise of the remnant broadcast for the album release. You with me? And
Yes, sir.
being that you're here right now, man, go ahead and just introduce yourself to the listeners.
Okay. Well, my name is
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, my name is Rawchaa. I chose that name. Previously, I used to use Rawchaa, which is my registered name in Babylon, but I recognize that Rawchaa have a better meaning. So since I came into the truth, I just started to use that name, and I just want to give thanks to the Most High for opening my eyes, because I've always been singing revolutionary music like that, but never getting the response from the people, But since I come into the truth, I realized that singing these songs, it has changed a lot for me, and it has been helping a lot of people. So I am overly excited. I've never done an album that blows me away like this one. Believe me. This album, listening to these songs, even just listening to it now, it seems as if I'm not the person who sing the music. You understand? So that is what it has been doing for me. And so I just want to say thanks again, to all the brothers and sisters that has been supporting from the very get-go that I put out the first single, and it leads up to here that the Most High has blessed me with some songs that I've been saying it in my private place some of the times, and to persons that I talk to. These songs, I don't think that I could have come up with these songs on my own, being that it is doing what it is doing to me as a singer. You understand? So yeah, give all praises to the Most High again. And like I said, Rawchaa is the Hebrew name that I'm using, but Rawchaa was my previous name. And coming out of the gospel arena, I realized that when I found the truth, I realized that I could still sing, just to change a lot of the things that I used to sing about. You understand? So I want to say thanks again, especially for this platform.
Yeah, man. Blessings, my brother, man. I just got cut off again, whilst you're speaking there, so I think I missed all of what you said. Then you with me, but I'm not gonna ask you to repeat it. So, we always have a little bit of a technical problem sometimes when we do these shows, But
Yes.
off for the glory of the Most High, I think that the listeners heard you on that, man. So Elder Lawya, is there anything you want to talk to the brother about?
Yes. Shalom, brother. Can you
Hello.
hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear
Yes.
you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so just, if you can, just go ahead and give the brothers and sisters a little information about yourself, what led you to this path on this journey, to where not only you are, currently representing the Most High in the truth, have come to the knowledge of truth of yourself, but also what inspired you to start doing the music for the Most High and for the truth. If you can go ahead and let the brothers and sisters know that.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I think I said previously that I have been doing music for the longest while. I don't do another job. Music is actually my job. That's how I get paid. Some years ago, about 2015, I remember the Most High said to me that he was going to give me some scrolls and give me some stuff that I can use to represent him. I got kicked out of the Christian church, and so I wasn't attending any church per se. So I was on my own. Somewhere about 2016, about September there, I had a vision about an angel took me to a cave. That cave that is called, I know the name now. It's the cave of treasures, where I met another angel who spoke to me about Christ and told me that he is actually a black man, someone that looks just like me. And he actually showed me a picture with Christ, and showed me a picture with what I now know to be Sergio Bajir. I didn't know the name at the time, but one of the amazing things was that the angel said to me, the name of Christ is not Jesus while he was on earth. So he asked me what the name was, and I don't know. Out of the blues, I said to the angel, I think I heard them say Yeshaya. And the angel said, yes, that's the name. Well, mind you, up until that time, I didn't know if it had a spelling. I didn't know how to spell it. I just know that I said that, and the angel said that was correct. About November, thereabout, I was searching the net, finding out, because I had knowledge that I am Israel. I've been watching some videos online. But the amazing thing that when I met up an Elder Rawchaa with yourself, I'm Elder Lawya. That was what tipped the scale for me. It did everything. It changes my whole life in every aspect of it, because that's when now I started to get some understanding about the Bible, because I was a minister, mind you, a minister who teaches the Bible, and I thought that I knew it. But when I went upon you and yourself and Elder Rawchaa teaching the Bible, and I realized that you're teaching something that I actually never heard before, and I've read the Bible cover to cover. And so from there, watching the videos, get hooked on it, I started to say, but I will have, if the name of the Most High is this, I'm going to have to start to change my music. I remember in 2017, I was about to get married, and, was going through some difficulties. And that was when after learning the truth. About March there, I got the song, Higher I Worship You. Me and my wife, no, we were in a spot where we were wondering if it's going to work, how we're going to pull off this wedding. So at that time, I remember the Most I just came through in a way that I can't even explain it now to you, right? But he came through, and I remember I just started singing. I was in the studio, and I remember started singing, Higher I Worship You. And I was just singing that, and because I'm a person that plays instruments, so I went to the piano and started to put something around it. And I remember when I created the beat, and laid the track for it, and I actually called up my wife and said, babes, I have a song this song, because of what the Most High has done for me, this song, I think this song is going to be a great song. And I sang it for her, and she loved it, right? She loved it, and she said, that is my song. So that was the very first time I started to sing about the Most High after learning the truth, right? And believe me, the rest is what it is now. I believe me, it is a great history. So that's how I started singing about the truth.
Okay, wow, what a powerful testimony, So just rewinding, you said you were kicked out of the Christian church. How did that come along?
Yes. Yeah, well, they had some. I don't know if maybe you might have or some persons might have that experience where you're in a congregation where it is run by a family, right? A set of people that maybe put up the building, and they own the rights to the church. So, there was some discrepancy between families, and I was at the time I had a woman pastor, and I didn't even know that she wasn't even supposed to be up there teaching. But anyways, they had some disagreement, and a bunch of us, and was called all kind of names in 2015. So we stopped going to the church, and I was the one who used to teach the Bible to them. So I had to move. Because of the divide, the split, I took side with the lady, because I recognized that she wasn't wrong, and she was wrongfully kicked out. So all of us was put out, and so that's where I stopped going, but still reading the Bible. Still, I might visit some churches, but I wasn't a member of any congregation at that time. And like I said, in 2016 rather, about September now, when I got the vision, it changes everything. And I want to give you another amazing factor of the story, is that one, I remember when I learned that the virgin birth. I was watching you and Elder Lawya teaching about the virgin birth, and that Christ was actually a man as opposed to a demigod, right? I took that lesson to church, to the private study that we used to have one Sunday night, and I was, you know, when they shout, "The blood of Jesus is against you. You are false prophet." You know, when I started to use the scriptures to show up to the brothers and sisters that Christ was actually a man like us, and we can actually live if we decide to live, because He did it. You know, so that was just some aspect of what I went through on my way to this truth.
Wow, what a journey, brother! And I'm pretty sure that journey has been very key and very instrumental in some of the music you make, and you know the spirit behind it. You know, yes. So getting to the music, you know, just give the brothers and sisters a little, you know, bit of you know, a little understanding or a little, you know, caveat to the album. What can they expect from the album? Why should they go get this particular record? If you can just explain that to the brothers and sisters for, you know, if you had a minute just to explain to brothers and sisters what they could expect from this album and why should they get it, you know, you have a minute to go ahead and let the brothers and sisters know.
Okay. Well, first of all, they can expect to hear anointed music. They can expect to hear life-changing music, inspirational music, powerful spiritual music. Music that will get you through any situation. It doesn't matter what you're going through. And why I can say that is because it has done that for me. Whenever I listen to this album, it's as if I am hearing it for the very first time. It doesn't matter what time of day. It's as if I'm hearing it for the very first time. So I would tell you to go and get it, because guess what? It's going to help you. You're going to learn something. You're going to hear something that you may have never heard before. And then you're gonna get music that can cheer you up, because I've seen the testimonies. I've seen persons online testifying of what I Worship You have been doing for them. So I would encourage anyone and everyone, all my brothers and sisters, go and get the album and see what I'm so excited about, because I'm excited about this album. Believe me.
Hey, one second. Let me jump in. Let me jump in real quick, Elder Lawya, real quick, if you don't mind. Brother Rasha.
Yes, sir.
Do you have your keyboard near to you, or your instruments near to you right now? Because I feel like I was asking you to sing a song live for me right now. You with me? That's you know.
I have a piano close to me. I'm not sure if you're gonna hear it, because it's not amped up. It's not plugged into an amplifier.
Well, I guess you probably can go a cappella.
Because I'm using a landline, so. But I'll try. I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Well, can you go a cappella for me?
Yes, I can.
All right. No, I tried. I sent Elder Lawya about 10 minutes before the show. I sent him Tawada Ahaya, right? And
okay.
I've been literally trying to upload it, but I think the format in which you sent it to me, it is not allowing me to do that, right? So
okay.
I'm gonna ask if you can just sing, you know, a couple bars out of it for me, please, for the listeners, because this song, the truth be told, I actually wanted this song to be on the album, but the album was already done by the time this song got finished. Yeah, it wasn't able to go on it, but you know, hope and pray to the Most High that we'll have an opportunity to do a second album, and it can be one of the lead tracks on it. You understand? And
right.
The thing about brother, I've been sharing this track privately with you know, close members in the church, and everybody is just like, okay, when can we have this one? You understand me? And I want the listeners them to hear it live, or hear you sing it live, and maybe at some time in the future I'll be able to upload it properly and let them hear it, a snippet of it. You with me? But you know, go ahead, my brother, if you don't mind.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to use the PA. I have the track. For all my brothers and sisters out there, listen. Yes, I found a virtuous woman, and her price is more than rubies. She's my friend, my bestest companion. Such genuine love she gives me. The Bible said, whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, yeah. She's a gift from the Most High, and that's why I say, the water are higher. 'Cause you blessed me with a queen, a virtuous woman, a daughter of Zion. She's royalty, the water higher, yeah. 'Cause you blessed me with a queen, a virtuous woman, a daughter of Zion. She's royalty. Hey, talk about modesty, and this girl got it. One king in her life, and that's me permanent. She's a professor of godliness. To have her as my wife, I tell you, I'm so blessed. We've been through rough moments, tough times, yet she stood by my side, know how to cheer me up with that sparkling smile. Shout out to all the daughters of Zion, all virtuous woman, for what a higher. 'Cause you blessed me with a queen, a virtuous woman, a daughter of Zion. She's royalty, for what a higher, yeah. 'Cause you blessed me with a queen, a virtuous woman, a daughter of Zion. She's royalty. Yes, I found a virtuous woman, and her price is more than rubies. She's my friend, my blessed companion. Such genuine love she gives me. The Bible said, whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, yeah. She's a gift from the Most High, and that's why I say, you are royalty, yeah. I said you are royalty, yeah. I said you are royalty, yeah. And I bless the Most High for giving you to me, so what a higher, yeah. Oh, yeah, virtuous woman. All right, Elder.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you. That's another hit in Israel, my brother. That's another hit in Israel. Big track. Big track, man. I'm sorry. So sorry I couldn't get to upload it so the listeners them could get it, man, because it's like I sent it to her sister, you with me? And
yes,
you know, she when she heard it, man, it like it uplifts her spirit, you with me? You understand? And
yes,
you know,
sir.
as I I sent it to my wife. She loved it. You understand me? Like, wow, you know, it's one of them songs, man. That it's uplifting for the, you know, it's like a man being thankful for a queen and you know.
Right.
You know, any brother within this walk, any elder, any deacon, just a brother. If you labor in this walk, you with me? You know how important it is that you have a strong woman behind you, man. In this walk,
indeed,
you understand me? A lot of us would make it too far without the wives. You understand me? And that's
exactly.
and that's a very understatement, because
right.
You know, excuse me, you know, Elder Rawchaa made a statement not so long ago, saying that the attack on the family, right, is the attack on the image of the Most High. You understand?
That's right.
So when you look at a man and woman and the family, the family of the Israelites, right? It comes under a lot of attack. It comes under a lot of stress. Why? Because you are not trying to serve the Most High. You are not trying to keep His laws. And Lucifer and his minions understand that, let me go and get rid of the family. Get rid of the family, we break down the nation. You understand me? We break the image of the Most High. So, you know, the song for me is that, you know, it's a big song, man. You know, you have a woman that back you behind, you know, within this truth, and you know, just wants to shout out to my wife, man, because you know, you know, I have to without a strong woman, it's like no way I could do this. You understand me? No way, absolutely no way. You with me? And I know brothers out there who laboring. I'm talking to brothers them who laboring. You know, when you're laboring in this truth, you understand what time of day it is and what I'm saying. You with me? You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You know, there's a reason why the Most High gave Eve to Adam, man. You get me? If Adam could have do it on his own, Adam would have done it himself. You understand me? There's a reason for it. So, you know, the song is big, my brother, man, and I hope we can get it out there if it's even to release it even before the next album comes out, you know?
Right. Yes, man, I would love that.
Elder Lawya, you still there?
Yes, fellas, I'm still here. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir,
we
can.
Yes, man.
Okay, wonderful. So I'll tell you what, Elder Gadget, we got one more track to play for the brothers and sisters before we take some calls.
Sure. All right, let me go to this one. This one is called Rise Israel, all right? And
all right.
we actually have a remix. We actually have a remix of this one as well, but we're going to play the original tonight, all right? And it's called...
all right, so let's play...
Alrighty.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play this track.
All Israelites, you know, them call us African American, them call us Jamaican, West Indian, them call you Native American Indians, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Haitian, Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and you the world away from to get better, Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and full can you come back to a higher. Hey, they make it seem like we history start at the slave ships, when we are the true blood relatives of King David. King Solomon was the wisest man, all of us are the stock of Abraham. They never teach us about the black Christ, the conquering lion of the Judah tribe. We have lost our identity, that is why we at the bottom of society. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and you see world away from to get better. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and full time you will come back to a higher. If Babylon did us any good, them wouldn't create them eugenics program to wipe us out. Yo, you ever wonder about the vaccine? How the little babies them get sick all of a sudden? Hey, it's all about a conspiracy. And from long time them a try to get rid of it. Hey, we are the people of the promise. You don't see the whole Bible have we history night. So rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes. I wish the world away from to get better. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and full can you come back to a higher. Yes, I want you to know that you got to repent of your sins and your trespasses. Well, the world is yours, so let's go back and keep the Most High's laws and commandments. Somebody make them say it and now with it. God Christ said him never destroy, now overthrow it. We are to be alike unto the Gentiles, even though we in exile. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, I use the word away from to get better. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and full time you come back to a higher. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up your eyes, and you see world away from to get better. Israel rise up out of your sleep and your slumber, open up
Yes. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to the search engine. If you're just joining us, we are doing the album release of Rawchaa Allah's Rise of the Remnant. Elder Lawya, you there? Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Yes, nice. Yep.
All right. Let me see here. Yeah, we have a few calls here in the line. Well, I can see one so far. And Elder, we'll take a couple of calls and maybe play 2 more tracks, and then we can close off for the evening, if that's okay with you.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's get those calls in, and
Right.
let's see what the brothers and sisters out there think, and then after which we'll get into a few more tracks before we close this out.
All right, no problem. We have a caller here from the 605 area code, Tazadak, Dakota, from South Dakota. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, brother. How you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you doing?
Man, I'm blessed the same, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. Like, I just kind of got in on the call. I wasn't understanding the topic, but I just wanted to bring something forth that I was kind of having a little trouble with. Like, one of my friends, I kind of, a few days ago, I was talking to him, and I kind of seen that, he was dealing with something, and I asked him about it, but I didn't quite get the answer to the question. But, learning the truth and dealing with the understanding of everything, patience is a virtue. Well, today he was like, he hadn't talked to me in a few days, and then today, he had got a puppy a few days ago, and I asked him about it, and I was like, how the puppy doing? And he didn't want to talk about it. And I was like, where the puppy at? And, I feel like it's something real serious for the brothers and the sisters to hear, because it kind of, I never saw this out of this person. It shocked me. But he told me that he took a hammer and killed the puppy. So he was like, that's not my first time. And I was, it just happened like right before I called into the blog. So Salakia for, I just don't know how to deal with that. Like, what do you think? Do you think that I should stand by this brother's side, or do you think that I should try to help him? Because at the end of the day, I was like, if you're willing to do that to that, like, what about me? And, telling people the truth about things, that's real scary today. Because, like, I don't want to have to watch my back. I don't want, if you do, it's hard. Like, my life hard. Like, and my life hard because of all the things that I did in my life. I did some bad things. So, and, like, the brother was telling me, he was like, I told you because you're the only person that I know would understand. And, like, to me, that's real serious. And, like, I said I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm not telling the brother's name or nothing, but may the Most High excuse me for it, but I feel like that's something serious, because I realize a lot of people be dealing with some serious things. Like, he was like this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you brother talk, because I really want to hear what you got to say about this. He said this. He said, man, this is not the first time I done it. He said, I done had people come to me before about their retarded children. Now, at the end of the day, I live in South Dakota. This here Edomite. But it's a friend. And I'm wondering, like, should I stand on side of this person, or should I let him go? I know what my heart's telling me. My heart's telling me, man, if the Lord can put it before you, and, but that's hard to deal with. But at the end of the day, I love this brother, but I was happy that he told me. Because if he wouldn't have told me, I knew something was wrong. And if he wouldn't have told me, I was going to cut him loose. But because he told me, man, look, but that's, when he brought up the children, I said, man, you dealing with some stuff that's like, real serious, bro. You playing yourself for a fool, but it showed me like that solidifies my faith, because I realized that, like, man, look, this world real ugly, man. And like, I want to just give a shout out to the brother that was on in the beginning that was speaking about his music and stuff, man. Like, man, bro, that's awesome. I hope he's still listening. It means a lot, man. You know, keep doing your thing, man. And like that right there, it means a lot, man. But like right now, today, I'm sorry about everything, but like that's something right there that I'm looking at, and like it's like I can't turn my back on anybody. It's hard for me to do. But like that right there, that's serious. So, you know, I want to hear what you elders got to say about that.
Okay. So let me get this clear, just so I'm not misunderstanding. You're saying your friend did some. Let's say he killed a dog by using his hammer. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, first and foremost, that type of discussion, we may have to actually have that offline. That's a discussion we're going to have offline. But just in general, dealing with situations like this, I know this is your friend, but, brother, you have some very serious decisions to make going forward concerning your friend.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell us in the Apocrypha, you know, go not in the way with the man that is a murderer, you know. So, you know, because when he's angry, then that spirit will turn on you and will rend you apart. So, you know, you have some very hard decisions to make concerning this guy. But as far as everything else, you know, we will have to continue this discussion offline.
Yeah. Can I say one thing, Elder? Like I knew it all. I knew all this right here, and like I just really had to think about it and stuff, and like I'm just like, man, you know, like I never would have expected this person to say that to me. It came out the blue, out of nowhere, and like, you know, I'm really at that point to where like my whole life is like on that note. It tell you that like if you're a friend of the world, then the world gonna receive you. But when you're spiritual, that's different. And like it's real hard 'cause like you by yourself, and you know you always you gotta talk to this, you gotta talk to that, but like it just seems like as I think people are normal and I think they're okay, and then the more they be around me, the more they talk and the more things come out, and like I'm completely outside of that, and like I just don't know what to do. You know, I just don't know what to do. I just don't. 'Cause like I'm caught in that threshold of like wanting to be there and looking at it like, you know, I got to get up out of here with that right there. That's the biggest thing for me. But like, man, you know, I like it's hard, man. You know, like I don't have nobody else to talk to, or whatever. And like that's what I was saying from the beginning. Like I didn't know what the conversation was about today, but I just had to say something. 'Cause like maybe I know how man, you know, it done took me a long way in this truth, man. And like I done got to the point to where I don't have anything bad to say about anybody or I even when it comes to thinking anything negative, I push all that out of my head today, and like I just deal with life, but life just, you know, it just keep coming at you. And like me personally, I just don't know what to do, because you don't have nobody else to counsel with. You're by yourself. I mean, completely by yourself. You only left with your own thoughts. You only left with this. You only left with that. You know.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me take down your number, and we'll have a discussion offline.
Thank you.
You know, first and foremost, we don't want to, you know,
I know.
going into any detail that can, be of a detriment to yourself.
Hey.
So let me see here. Let me take down your number, brother. Let me get your name and number.
My name's Sadat. And my number is 605. Do you got it already, or do I need to say it to you?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give it to me.
No, Elder, I got it here.
In fact, yeah, you can,
Hey,
Elder God, you can send me his number.
That's cool, man, because I got a discreet number, and I don't,
Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
fine. We're going to keep it discreet, okay?
Hey, you know
right,
something, too? Hey, bless you, brothers, man. Bless you, brothers, man. Shalom.
All right, shalom, brother.
Yep. All right, brother. I'm going to put you back in the queue. All right, you hung up. The next caller is another caller here from the 505 area code. And, brothers, well, we don't have that much callers anyway, so it's okay. All right, let's go to Mark from Cali.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom,
Elder. I'm good. Hey, I had a few questions. I've been trying to fellowship down here in Southern California. I sent an email, and then I was given a phone number to text for California, and they keep giving me like an instant reply, but I can't get a hold of anyone down here. But I did end up finding like a church who's halfway awake. They know not to do the pagan holidays and everything. And something that they showed me is like in the back of the Bible in my dictionary, the word Lord translates to Baal in the Hebrew. So I was wondering about that. And then lastly, I ordered some calendars. I got those. I like them a lot. But I was looking forward to the I Am Apparel store, and I don't see any items with fringes or any way to purchase some fringes separately. Will that be coming out soon or what? And that's it, Dwada.
Okay, yes. To answer both of your questions, answer the last question first. You can order fringes from I Am Apparel on the website. They are available. You would just go to our website, gatheringofchrist.org. You go to the section for I Am Apparel, and if you go to the section, there's a few pages of merchandise, T-shirts, hoodies, so on and so forth. But I think on the last page, you can find a page for fringes. Okay?
Okay.
Secondly, to answer your other question, when it comes to the translation of the word Lord, there's two main translations of that word. The predominant translation of the word Lord in the Hebrew Bible is Adonai, or what you'll find in modern Hebrew, Adonai. Okay? Those are the main translations of the word Lord. Okay? Now, Baal is one translation of Lord, but that's only in certain instances where the word Baal is translated as Lord. The predominant predominant translation of that word in Hebrew is Adonai, or as you would hear it in modern Hebrew, Adonai. Okay?
Okay. And that still means our master?
Well, Baal does mean master, or it is associated with master, but we also know that Baal is associated with the Canaanite deity. So
exactly.
You have to be able to differentiate when in instances when it's being used for master or when it's being used for Baal, the Canaanite deity. Predominantly, Baal is used in reference to the Canaanite deity, but that's not the reference you're going to find in the Bible in referral to the Most High. You're going to find Adonai in reference to the Most High in the Bible, not Baal.
Adonai. Dwada, Elder.
No problem, brother.
And thank you guys again for waking me up, man. Appreciate it.
All praises to the Father, brother. We're going to make sure you get in contact in California. Send an email to GOCCSouth@yahoo.com, and I'll try to link you in with the brothers in California. Okay?
All right, I'll do that now. Thank you. Dwada.
Okay, no problem. All right, Shalom.
All right. Bless you, brother. Put you back in the queue. Let's hit one. I think we have another caller here. Let's move to the next caller. And so far we only have one caller left. So I'm gonna go to this call and I'll play a couple more tracks, and we'll say our goodbyes to everyone. All right. Caller from the 936 area code.
God, all praises the Most High. Shalom, good brothers, elders, Elder God, just Lawya, Elder Lawya.
Bless you, brother.
I just want to thank my brothers for being on today, and man, every Wednesday, I just got off from work. Every Wednesday, I try to, make sure I get home in time to get in on this on the Blog Talk Radio. Normally, I just listen in unless something is on my spirit. And Mama's been operating with me, and when I say Mama, I'm talking about the Holy Rawchaa. She's been operating with me, with my brothers, and we've been in this truth for the past 5 years. I came into the understanding through GOCC, so all praise the Most High for y'all's work. But one of my brothers who's been in here with us since the beginning, he travels all, he's a truck driver, so he travels a lot, and so he's not really steady. He don't make all the holy days in his heart like he wants. But the issue with that is the Bible tells us to be, to be like a rock, and for this truth to be like planted deep, like a tree planted by water. Like it's supposed to be our rock. That way, when the storm comes or whatever comes our way, whatever false doctrines, etc., that we won't be swayed to or fro, however the wind blows. But here recently, my brother, he came out and he was explaining to me Revelations 11. In Revelations 11, let me see, I want to say, starting at verse 11, where it spoke of, verse 12, when it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And now that's speaking of those two witnesses that their bodies lay dead, and we know we can go back to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, that explains those dead bodies. But my brother, what he's saying is because I bring forth the doctrine that, hey, look, this is not a doctrine; it's more like a commandment to deliver thy own soul, deliver thyself from the midst of Babylon. And he's using this scripture saying that, well, we don't have to necessarily flee on a physical sense, that it's a spiritual thing, and because if we clean ourselves and flee from a spiritual content, that Christ is going to come deliver us in a cloud from Babylon. And so that's in Revelations 11 and want to say 12, and I just wanted to get insight from that, and that's all I have for you.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and answer the question, and I'll put you on hold, put you back in the queue. To answer that question concerning Revelations 11, and I believe the verse was 12, let me go ahead and read that again. Revelations 11 and verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. So the issue is that when people read these scriptures or go into these scriptures about being received up into a cloud, a lot of brothers associate this with a deliverance from the Western Hemisphere. In other words, chariots, or what the world would call UFOs, coming to the Americas to deliver us out of captivity. And that couldn't be any further from the truth. Okay? When you're dealing with the chronology of these scriptures of being delivered, the Bible gives us the chronology in which this would take place. If we go over to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, okay, as well as many other references, many other scriptures, it lets us know when this will take place. This is the book of Matthew 24 and 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So the Bible gives us the proper chronology in which people will be delivered from the earth and taken up in a cloud. It says specifically immediately after the tribulation of those days. Okay? At this time that Christ returns and the angels return reaping souls from the earth, understand that Babylon will already be destroyed. Okay? In other words, Babylon will not be standing when Christ comes at the last trump to deliver souls from the earth. There will not be a deliverance into UFOs from America to drop people off in the wilderness or drop people off anywhere else on the face of this earth. That will only take place when Christ returns. Now, we have many lessons dealing with that, dealing with this understanding, but I'm going to leave it there. And if there's any more questions, we can always speak to the brother privately to give more understanding on this particular topic. But I'm going to leave it there.
Okay, man. I hope that answered the question for the brother. All right. And let me see. I think we have a couple more calls, Elder. What is your schedule like? Can we take two more calls, a minute apiece?
Sure.
All right. Let's go to the next caller from the 678 area code. Shalom, caller. You are live.
Shalom, elders. Just want to say I thank you all, and I've really been enjoying listening to the album, and I didn't know how to get on the queue, but I want to know is where can I get the album, and can I get a special delivery? Because it is awesome album.
All right, well, praise the Most High. You can actually go to Amazon or Google Play and just type in Rise of the Remnant, Rawchaa, Rise of the Remnant, and you'll see it come down for download.
Oh, okay, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. You're most welcome. Have a good evening. Bless you. All right, and I can just put that out as well for everybody. If you're interested in getting a copy of the album, just go to Amazon, iTunes. I think Google Play has it as well. You can get it. Type in Rise of the Remnant and by Brother Rasha. All right, Elder Lawya, we don't have any more callers, so I think we're going to take some final closing statements from yourself and Brother Rasha, and I'll play two tracks and sign the show out after that.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank the Most High for Brother Rasha coming on this evening to bless us with some of those wonderful, those beautiful songs from the album. And we implore you, brothers and sisters, those who fall upon this broadcast in the future, as well as those who are listening now, please go out, support the album, support the music. We know it's hard, it's difficult with all the music and all the filth that's being promoted through the Luciferian music industry. It's very hard to find some very positive, uplifting music. Okay? So what we're trying to do, along with going throughout the four corners of the earth with the ministry, with the word, uplifting our people, both Jew and Gentile alike. Along with that, we're trying to produce alternatives to this world. And, we all know that one of the greatest strongholds that the world has on us is music. So it's time to break that stronghold, one song at a time, one album at a time. Brothers and sisters, this is just one of many shows in which you can look forward to promoting some of the, the music. Eventually, the album will be out there. Elder Rawchaa has been working on for quite a few years now. You're going to be hearing about that very soon. But brothers and sisters, all in all, go out, support the album. Brother Rasha, Rise of the Remnant. I say bless you all and shalom.
And shalom, Elder Lawya, and thanks again for your time. I appreciate you, Elder, and all the work that you're doing as well. And it's been a while since I've been on the radio, and I was saying to Elder Rawchaa, I need to come back in. I need to just get back on the Tuesday Wednesday night search engine international, man, and get the guests back on and bring it again, man. Beat the Lord's will. All right, Brother Rasha. Anything you want to say before we close out?
Well, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to yourself, Elder Rawchaa, and to Elder Lawya, and wherever Elder Rawchaa is. I just want to say thanks, Elder Lawya and Elder Rawchaa. Thank you guys for waking me up, for pointing me to the truth. Secondly, I want to say thank you again for actually giving me this platform to express myself in a musical form and to bring to expand on the truth, because that's what I am doing. It's already there. I'm just a part of the puzzle, right? Just fitting in as a part of the puzzle to get this gospel across the world, and that has always been my passion to represent the Most High on every level when it comes to the talent that He has blessed me with. I want to say to all the brothers and sisters that has been listening now, and those for those who will hear this broadcast, just want to tell you thanks. Continue to support it. Believe me, you're gonna hear more music, because I have a lot of songs that I'm gonna have to redo to get them out there in the future. So, all praises be to the Most High, in the name of Yeshua, for the gift and the talent that He has blessed me with, and that's my intention to use it. And again, I said thanks to you and Elder Rawchaa and to Elder Lawya. All praises be to the Most High. Bless you.
Bless you, brother. Alrighty, and so I'm gonna close off with two tracks here, and Rise Israel, Kwame Asha, go and support the album Rise of the Remnant. Alright, you can get it on iTunes, Google Playlist, Amazon, and so on. Alright, so support it. The proceeds of the album also goes towards the work, building, helping to spread the truth. Alright. So, enough love to everybody out there, and Godspeed. See you next week. How you willing?
From out of the tribe of Benjamin, this is Rawchaa, representing the 12 tribes of Israel. God chose Babylon. You don't have to say you're sorry, no, for all the wrongs that you have done to us, no way, and you don't have to pen that story, for the damage is already done. Oh, the damage is already done. Yasha Allah, them come with apologetic, telling hypocritical, maca them to forget it. Now we know that where the sons of Jacob, Israelites start wake up, Satan come with him chose to derail us. Then why you never tell us that Christ was black? You say it didn't matter, but why you never say the facts? Sexual Bozier was a thief and a murderer. The Pope of Rome is the seed of Lucifer. We come to take a nationality, and we don't need no apology. So, you don't have to say you're sorry, no, for all the wrongs that you have done to us. Babylon, Israel say, you don't have to pen that story, for the damage is already done. Oh, the damage is already done. We have been through so many slavery, building up the empires of so many wicked monarchies. Oh, my people, can't you see we are the people of the book, fulfilling prophecy? Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. The Most High say, I will send you in Egypt again. So 1619, when the ship sailed, prophecy fulfilled and Israelites was sold as slaves. Yeah, then in the
1948, the UN gave recognition to those Qatarians who call themselves Israelis. But really, the real Israelis in captivity, you hypocrite. You don't have to say you're sorry for all the wrongs that you have done. Babylon, Israel say you don't have to repent that story, for the damage is already done. Oh, the damage is already done. Whoa, right for my people in captivity, Israel rise. Well, time we must come back to a higher. Say, whoa, rise up, Israelites. Say the whole of them say, you don't have to say you're sorry, for the damage is already done. Oh, the damage is already done. All praise is due to Ahaya. In the name of Yeshua Christ and the Holy Spirit will walk. Psalms 105 verse 2. Sing unto him. Sing psalms unto him. Talk ye of all his wondrous works. Glory to him. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Most High. O ye seed of Abraham his servant, ye children of Jacob his chosen. He is the Most High, our power. His judgments are in all the earth. Israel will praise your name. Yes, we will praise your name. The angels bow down at the sound of your voice. Heaven and earth declare your mighty word. So we will praise your name. We will praise your